Hi, I'm Tom. I'm the UK product specialist for Rode, and I'm here today with our friends from Studiospares to show you the brand new RØDECaster Pro II. The RØDECaster Pro II is a quantum leap in innovation for us, and it is a massive step up from our original RØDECaster platform. We've introduced a myriad of updates and upgrades to this lovely console to give you broadcast quality audio wherever you might be, whatever your application, whether you're a podcaster, streamer, gamer, musician, producer, there's something for everyone in the RØDECaster Pro. One of the main things on the RØDECaster Pro II, the brand new Revolution microphone preamps. These are high gain, low noise microphone preamps co-designed by Dave Hill to give you lots of gain for your ribbon mics or your low output microphones. So you can get a very clean, very high fidelity signal without completely ruining your takes. There's 4 mic pre's on the back. They are Combi Neutrik jack XLR inputs, so you can connect a guitar, bass, XLR microphone straight into there. Each channel has access to Aphex processing. So Aphex are a legendary outboard company that are well known for their broadcast effects, the big bottom, the aural exciter. And in the RØDECaster Pro II, we've extended those range of effects and processing available. So on the processing side, you can see there are now way more options. We've now got compressor, we've got a de-esser, we've got noise gate, we've got high pass filter, EQ, exciter, and the big bottom. Also, we're able to apply 2 effects to the inputs. There are a whole smorgasbord of effects ranging from echoes, reverbs, robot voices, voice disguise, all kinds of cool stuff. Just like the original RØDECaster as well, you have the ability to define which microphone is connected. The idea of this is to give you a very even and consistent sound across all of your inputs, no matter the microphone that you've got connected. Each channel can be freely defined. So on the original RØDECaster, channels 1, 2, 3, 4 on these faders here were sort of tethered to inputs 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of the beautiful things about RØDECaster Pro II is that you can freely define which fader controls which input. So if I want to move the Bluetooth to channel 1, I do that, see it changes color, that's now my Bluetooth input. Really, really handy feature. There are 2 USB virtual inputs as well. So if you want to bring audio in to channel there, so I'm now bringing in USB channel 1 on this fader and USB channel 2 on this fader. So I've completely customized the layout here. That's really handy for, let's say you're a streamer and you want to bring in your game audio from your gaming PC and then your stream audio from your streaming PC, and your friend who's on the phone like doing a dial-in or something like that, you can do that as well, and also control the gain of your XLR mic that's connected. It's very, very flexible. So not just for podcasting, because of the flexibility of the channels here and the connectivity around the back, you can do quite a lot with it. So you may recall the smart pads on the RØDECaster Pro I. They allowed you to launch clips, and in MIDI controller mode allowed you to control MIDI controls. This has been redesigned, so if I bank across, we now have banks of pads. They're now available with these banking buttons. You can see on the screen, hopefully, that I've got effects, MIDI, and a mixer automation set up here. So I now have the ability to do punch-in effects, which you can edit, you can define the colors, you can define a lot of features there. You can also set up MIDI now. So if you're streaming and you want OBS to address a different camera during your stream, punch that button, set up the MIDI CCs for that appropriate message. It will talk to your OBS or DAW or whatever MIDI application you're using that can digest the MIDI messages and do the requisite switching for you. So very, very flexible. That flexibility wouldn't be particularly useful if you couldn't have presets. And by presets, I mean different layouts. So let's say you're someone that does, that you've got a studio and you want to use the 4 inputs for a guitar, bass, synth and a drum machine. Well, you can define those inputs and the setup and what the pads do and save that setup as a show. But let's say you're also a producer, a game streamer, a podcaster. You can save a lot of different layouts on the RØDECaster Pro II and access them depending on what your requirements are for that application. Another thing we changed are the headphone amps. So they're a much higher output, and you can actually define the types of headphones connected. So you can get a lovely NTH 100. So there's a perfectly balanced, beautiful model of those on the output. So connect a set of those to this and it will sound absolutely fantastic. But we've also got models for low impedance and high impedance headphones as well. So no matter who turns up, no matter what the setting, we've got a model to suit those. Everything's color codable, so you can change the color of the headphone amps, the color of the inputs as well. So you can really define your layout in combination with our color system that we do for the XLR color clips. Also the NTH 100, you can get colored cables. You can color code your whole system so that everyone knows I've got the pink headphones with the pink mic and I'm on the pink channel. It's very easy to understand and easy to use. The last sort of major feature of this particular unit is that it features Wi-Fi. That's a big deal because you don't have to connect your RØDECaster to your computer anymore to update it. You can connect this chappy to Wi-Fi and it will seek updates. There's going to be plenty of updates for this going forward. There's going to be a hell of a lot of news to share on the RØDECaster Pro II going forward. It also features Ethernet for the same reason, so you can connect this straight to your router. It will pick up your IP address and download any updates from the web. There's also 2 USB-C host adapters, so you can connect a hard drive and an SD card at the same time and record to both, or you can connect 2 computers, like I say, bring in your stream audio, bring in your game audio simultaneously. Also build in a little bit of redundancy, so you can go to OBS at the same time on both computers. So if one computer goes down, it'll pick up the other one. It's a very flexible platform. That's just scratching the surface of the capabilities of this little monster. And I can't wait to see what people create with it. The RØDECaster Pro II is available from Studiospares.com now.